Algarve for the final round of the 2018 Michelin Le Mans Cup. All 4 titles were decided last time out at Spa, but with races still to be won, the battle will continue here at Portimão. Let's take a look.
In GT3, 5 cars could still finish in the top 3 in the championship behind our champions, mostly Ferraris, the 51 Spirita Race and 71 AF Corsa car, and 2 from Kessel Racing, 77 and 50, as well as the Evi Motors Porsche. With 3 podium finishes already, the 51 Spirita Race Ferrari is currently best placed to finish as season runners-up.
It was a great season. We're still somewhere P2 in the championship, and I hope we can bring it home on Sunday. So yeah, it was a fantastic year and a great championship. Yes, we cannot lay back and be on the lazy side. So there is a bit of a gap, but it's quickly closed, and it looks quite okay that we're going to achieve that goal.
Kessel Racing, already the champions with their number 8 machine, have the chance to put their other 2 cars, the 77 and the 50, on the championship podium as well.
We would love to keep our podium in the championship. Maybe we can even speculate to fight for the 2nd place and have 1st and 2nd. That would be the dream scenario. It's a magnificent circuit. You're always cornering. The straight line is bumpy. So far, it's the biggest roller coaster I ever been on a car.
So can Evi Motors, only 10 points out of the top 3, prevent a Ferrari clean sweep this season?
There are motivation, but it's not easy to make a podium. We will try. We don't know the track. It's our first time, so we hope to do well. There is only a team that is stronger than the others. We never made a mistake, so it's good. We are not so fast, but no mistakes.
In LMP3, the 2 remaining spots of the championship podium are also up for grabs. 2 cars from the Kyrgios Nielsen, 79 and 2, will take on Graf's number 40 machine and the crew of the 25 Lannon racing car. After victory last time out in Spa, the 79 Kyrgios Nielsen crew are hungry for more.
Obviously we want to win the final race of the year. To be fair, DKR have done a fantastic job all year. Congratulations to them. They've finished consistently well on the podium. That's what you have to do to win a championship. And the Le Mans Cup being so competitive, it's imperative to just do well in every race. So we dropped the ball in 2 rounds. Every braking zone, corner, throttle application, it's so important because you get one wrong and you're at the back of the pack.
Graf's number 40 car trails the number 2 Kyrgios Nielsen machine by only 9.5 points, with both crews still hunting for a first win this season.
It has been a bit frustrating, but you know, we've been pretty close. Car's been good. Racing is incredibly close this year. 2nd will be lovely, but 3rd will be absolutely fine. So obviously we're trying to win the race, and I think that will be the best thing to do. And if we win the race, then at least we get something at the awards night, and then we'll have a nice evening. The car's quick round here, so yeah, I'm optimistic. But it's a proper roller coaster. I love the track. It's really exciting. Yeah, it's fun to drive. One of my favourite.
We're really preparing hard for a great race on Sunday. It's now or never. We're going to try and do everything we can to win our first race, but the other guys are so strong. This season it's been really difficult even to get close to the podium. To win a race is even more difficult. Last year I was 3rd in the championship at the last moment. I hope I'll be a little bit luckier this time.
Welcome down to the grid. We're here ready to get the final round of the 2018 Michelin Le Mans Cup underway. In LMP3, it was Brit Tony Wells who took his first pole of the season for a Kyrgios Nielsen. And in GT3, it's our 2018 championship winner, Sergio Pianazzola, who took his 4th pole of the year for Kessel Racing. We're all set here at Portimão. Let's go racing.
of the first formation lap. Be advised, we have a car stalled on the grid.
Unbelievably, it's our LMP3 champion Jens Pedersen. He gets going and they're given 2 formation laps so he can retake his place. We're about to see the lights go out then for the final race of the season. It's cold, it's partly damp here. The pole sitter Tony Wells controls the start. Jens Pedersen from DKR Engineering, and look at the drag car way down the inside line. It's very wet there. You're going to have to be careful into turn 1. Plunging down the hill. Jens Pedersen around the outside, given a respite after stalling. Gets a second chance. Now he takes the lead, and right behind trouble, a spinner. That's right at the front of the field as well. They'll be lucky if everybody avoids them. Car number 40, Adrian Schiele, and I think that was Paul Scheuchner as well from Kio Racing. Jens Pedersen leads, and for second place, Tony Wells, the poleman, coming under pressure from behind, and that is Antonin Borger. Something leaking from Scheuchner's car, it looks like, and that is Antonin Borger on the inside of the hairpin. He's got a good run up the hill. The Cool Racing car sweeps inside Tony Wells for second, and charging after the race leader over this fabulous roller coaster of a ride here at Portimão. Yellow flag at the end of the lap, so Borger can't do it at the end of the straight as they start to plunge downhill now to the double right-hander that ends the lap. Here we go.
Under safety car.
Safety car is out, so Jens Pedersen will hold on to the lead for now. Debris and damage from the first corner. You can see how wet the track is still offline.
We have debris at the exit of T1, driver's right-hand side. That's why we deployed the safety car.
Let's take a look at the start again. Jens Pedersen with the orange highlights alongside Tony Wells, but behind. And as they get the green, he just flies down the outside, tries past the track. That's where the grip is. Tony Wells was sensible because behind, spinning up, you see Scheuchner spins and then gets collected by the number 40 Graf car. Tough break for them. We'll take a look again from the heli shot. Look how ambitious Scheuchner is. Come lunging down the inside, runs out wide on the AstroTurf, loops it around. And poor Adrian Schiele has nowhere to go in the number 40 Graf car. Another spinner further back as well. Into the pit, Schiele for a new nose. That's never the quickest of jobs. So the longer the safety car stays out, the better it'll be for them. But they are on the back foot already.
Schiele has rejoined, but he's at the back of the grid.
Vital information for Tony Wells.
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
So we are going to go green, and it's Jens Pedersen who bolts like a startled rabbit. Away he goes, charging away at the front of the field. Battle behind, 3 wide. Alex Capadia, Alistair McCaig. And up into 6th place, the Ferrari of Sergio Pianezzola, our GT3 champion. What a start to the race he's had. Phenomenal stuff. In amongst the LMP3 cars, making a right nuisance of himself. Jens Pedersen, the race leader, but Antonin Borger, the Cool Racing car, clearly the fastest machine out there. He's just set the fastest race lap. He's reeled in the leader. Now, can he find a dry bit of track to go by into turn 1? He can't. And the battle behind continues to rage, but Borger on the inside. And through he goes at turn 2. That was a well-judged move. Plenty going on behind as well. The 2 RLR M Sport cars, 3rd and 4th. There they are ahead of Tony Wells. So this is 3rd back to 7th place. And Nicolas Schatz there catching himself out completely under braking, almost getting caught by the GT3 leader. He's lucky to get away without hitting anybody there, Schatz. Down to the hairpin, late lunge from Job van Uytert. Has he been seen? I don't think Jens Pedersen knew he was coming. Pedersen very deep there, almost spinning, clatters the RLR M Sport car. Right behind him, here comes Alex Capadia, the teammate. Pedersen's car with damage. So Capadia looking for 3rd place now, behind the sister RLR M Sport car. And you can see there, Jens Pedersen drifted out wide in the corner, losing grip. Down the inside on the straight, Nicolas Schatz going by Tony Wells, splashes through a puddle but gets onto the dry line as they break for turn 1. He's up to 5th, pole sitter down to 6th place now. And It's not really what Kyriakos Nielsen wanted. Battle for third in GT3. Up behind United Autosports number 22 car is the Evi Motors Porsche Paolo Venerosi with Manuela Gosner in the Kessel Racing Ferrari, getting the run up the inside as the Porsche got held up and goes through for third. That's a good move in traffic. But now she's going to be stuck with a problem of getting by the United Autosports car. Oh no, she won't, because look, there's a spin from James Maguire in the 22 car, and that will allow the Ferrari now a bit of clear air to run away from the Porsche. Jens Pedersen with the orange is in 5th. Tony Wells, the poleman, in 6th in the dark car. And look, Alistair McCaig, his teammate, closing in from behind in 7th. So that's where the front row men are. 5th and 6th down the inside. Tony Wells, the poleman, moves up ahead of Jens Pedersen, who did the same thing to him right at the very first corner. Pedersen losing a little bit of pace. And now Alistair McCaig in the white Kyriakos Nielsen car might be attacking. Jens Pedersen losing 7th place now to Michael Benham from Lannon Racing, the number 25 car, another one of those that might finish in the top 3 in the championship. And right behind is the number 30 machine of Fabien Laverne, the CD Sport team, down the inside of Jens Pedersen. Pedersen struggling to keep up the pace now. Now, is that because of that contact early on? Is the damage on the front end of the car what's causing him those problems? With the orange highlights, Eric de Donker closing down Alexander West in the Graf car up the inside. Oh, and hard on the brakes to avoid contact, spins the car. That's a tough uphill left-hander. Got it all wrong there in their battle for 11th. Looks like no damage done. Here's our race leader, Antonin Borger from Cool Racing, the number 24 machine, still out front in LMP3, driving a great race. And our GT3 leader with a huge advantage, the number 8 Kessel Racing Ferrari, way out front, already the champions, of course. Christoph Ulrich going very slowly in the 51 Spirit Race Ferrari. Don't forget they came in here second in the points. And have a look at this. Looks like they have got a fairly major issue, and if they didn't, that rough ride through the gravel will have given them one. Down into turn 1, out of the slipstream comes Michael Benham. This is a battle for 6th place with Alistair McCaig. Sweeps by the Kyriakos Nielsen car, who had to brake a little early because he was defending on the wet part of the track. So Michael Benham moves up a spot from 7th into 6th position. Tony Wells right in front of him as they start the climb up the hill now. This is foot to the board stuff. Sweeping down through the final corners. Big moment from Michael Benham. Loses the front end as Tony Wells' turbulent air takes away the grip. Through goes the car he's just passed, Alistair McCaig, and also Fabien Laverne in the CD Sport car, number 30 on the left of the shot. He goes by 1, he goes by 2 Kyriakos Nielsen cars in one go. He's picked up 3 spots down the front straight.
Yeah, Benham behind is slightly quicker, but he has a 20-second penalty. 20-second penalty. So if you need to, you can let him go.
That's vital news for Tony Wells. Here is our leader now in traffic, the Ferrari in head, and right behind Joop van Uytert, the white RLR M Sport car, and he goes the wrong way. The Cool Racing driver Antonin Borger over the crest, out in the boonies. Comes back on with, it seems, no damage, but he has lost the lead. He just guessed the wrong way in traffic.
Great job, Joop, great job.
Yeah! Sounds like the young Dutchman, our new race leader, is pretty happy with that move as well. There he is, Antonin Borger in 2nd place. Here's our other young Dutch star, Leonard Hogenboom. The DKR Engineering number 3 car is in, Jens Pedersen. They're swapping over, but it seems they have a battery issue. Joop van Uytert, the race leader, right behind him. Antonin Borger, and van Uytert outbrakes himself at the hairpin, goes very wide. Here comes Borger. The Cool Racing cars side by side as they climb the hill. It goes left. That's his advantage, but it's right at the top. Advantage to van Uytert, but he is still there. Another right-hander now, tighter still. And Joop van Uytert just squeezes out to the curbs, denies his rival the racing line. But a mistake from the young Dutchman almost gave away that hard-fought lead. Antonin Borger in the Cool Racing car is absolutely flying. Joop van Uytert will be doing really well to hang on, but both RLR M Sport cars with good pace here. And into the pit lane comes Joop van Uytert. So the race leader stops, and the Cool Racing car is back in front. But as you can see, he's got the other RLR M Sport car in his mirrors. Number 3 DKR engineering car still has not left the garage. Slave Batch is plugged in. Leonard Hogenboom is in the car trying to work through the electronics. This is not looking good. This is why they've already won the title. And here is the first the RLR M Sport cars. Driver change underway. Antonin Burkhardt is in. He's handed over to Alexandre Coigny, the Cool Racing entry. They too pitted from the lead. DKR trying to get the car restarted, but Leonard Hogenboom is struggling. And I think that is them done. It is. It's all over. Just as well, they've already sealed the title. Now, what about the race then? Alexandre Coigny getting ready to go out. I'm afraid Leonard Hogenboom doesn't get to drive. Jens Pedersen there offering his sympathy. They won the title, but they wanted to win another race. Alexandre Coigny going very slowly in the number 24 car. This is the car that came in from the lead, the number 24 Cool Racing entry. And he's being passed by John Ferrano in the RLR M Sport car. That's a change for second then. Ferrano taking over the number 14 car from Joop van Uytert. Replay of our race leader Ross Warburton in a 59 RLR M Sport car. Little moment for him, but they are still the race leaders. So number 59 RLR M Sport car out front after the driver change. Alexandre Coigny getting caught out in traffic and trying to shut the door on the GT3 Ferrari. That did not work well for him. Gets himself going once more, but it's all coming unraveled from the number 24 Cool Racing entry. They look like potential race winners midway through. Ross Warburton, the leader. Jack Wolf down the inside. The DB Autosport number 21 car slips through at the hairpin. Jack Wolf is the new race leader for DB Autosport. So easy to outbrake yourself when you're under pressure at this downhill hairpin, and that's what Ross Warburton does. Goes in too deep, doors wide open for his rival. DB Autosport crew loving that. We've got a car beached on the edge of the gravel trap there. That's Nicolas Rondet for Brookspeen International. And what happens here? He's on the outside, Colin Noble on the inside. Both trying to take the same line. Noble just about escapes the gravel, but Rondet is beached.
3, 2, 1, full course yellow, full course yellow.
First full course yellow of the race to allow the car to be rescued while everybody motors around serenely. And we've only got 40 minutes left to go.
3, 2, 1, green, track is green, track is green.
Swift work as ever by the Portuguese marshals. We're back to green flag racing after just 3.5 minutes. Fantastic stuff. Battle for third place. John Ferrano under pressure from Colin Noble. Noble charging back up the order in the 79-year Kurikos Nielsen car. And the RLR M Sport machine giving away that slipstream down the straights. It's still damp offline there, but the dry line is wider. Colin Noble got through there okay, and the pain may not be over for John Ferrano either, because right behind Kurikos Nielsen's James Littlejohn, the number 2 car, slots down the inside at the hairpin, and the number 14 RLR M Sport car slips down the order to 5th. Chuck Wolf, our race leader, started 9th on the grid, the 21 DB Autosport car. Nicolas Schatz had an entertaining first part of the race. Kessel Racing's Ferrari a long way out front. Giacomo Puccini with a 48-second advantage in the GT3 class over Marco Ciocci. Colin Braun down the inside of John Ferrano. The United Autosports car moves up into 5th position at the expense of Ferrano and RLR M Sport. And that's another Portimão beauty. Straight down the inside of the hairpin. Another classic move. Comes at 360 Racing, cars gone bang, and they can't get a Wi-Fi signal. Lock up for Colin Noble, chasing the race leader, or rather trying to hold off James Littlejohn. 79, Akira Kos-Nielsen being chased by number 2, Akira Kos-Nielsen. Well, Jacques Wolf now running out of tyres and running out of time. 11 minutes to go. He's got 2 Akira Kos-Nielsen cars right behind. Colin Noble is going to have a lunge for the lead. Down into the hairpin he comes, and through he goes. The doors open on the inside for James Littlejohn. Can he get the traction off the corner? Littlejohn up into second place. Akira Kos-Nielsen 1-2, and yellow flags out with 10 minutes to go. Well, this is the team watching on. Let's hope there's no contact. Colin Noble leads, James Littlejohn in second place, and they have left Jacques Wolf behind them. He's struggling in traffic now. Which of the Akira Kos-Nielsen cars will fare better? In fact, we're now going to change because Colin Braun is up to third place and Dino Lunardi in fourth, closing in the Motorsport 98 machine. So this is first, second, third and fourth, heading into the final couple of minutes. Last lap of the race and a change for second place, United Autosports. Colin Braun down the inside of James Littlejohn for second. And that will really rankle with Littlejohn. Has he got anything left to try and take that place back and make an Akira Kos-Nielsen 1-2 once more? Will Colin Noble hang on? Last lap of the race. Into the final downhill right-hander. Colin Noble heading for the checkered flag. It is going to be victory in Portimão, a second win in a row for Colin Noble and Alistair McCaig.
Great job, buddy. Well done. Brilliant job.
Delight from the Akira Kos-Nielsen team, first and third. Second straight win for Noble and McCaig.
Good job.
Happy looking Alistair McCaig, and rightly so. The fifth win in 6 GT3 races for the number 8 car. Giacomo Piccini and Sergio Pinazzola, Kessel Racing, the runaway GT3 champions. What a fantastic season they have had. Only Le Mans let them down. Confirmation of the result, Akira Kos-Nielsen 1-3 with United Autosports in second place. First podium of the year for Colin Braun and Najaf Hussain, that. And the first GT3 car, Kessel Racing's number 8 machine, 13th overall, way clear of any of their rivals.
I just spent my whole stint battling with Tony and Michael Benham, and every lap was a fight. And Colin had a bloody good fight in his hands as well. He did a great job, so it was good fun.
Third place to Akira Kos-Nielsen's James Littlejohn and Tony Wells. Colin Braun and Najaf Hussain second for United Autosports are winners. Colin Noble and Alistair McCaig, the Akira Kos-Nielsen team. Fortunately for them, DKR Engineering had already wrapped up the championship, but Akira Kos-Nielsen move up into second and third place in the season standings.
Sergio did an amazing start today. It was when I saw him P5 after the first lap, I didn't understand where he passed, but he managed very well. The conditions were very, very difficult. P1, P3 for Kessel in the race and in the championship is amazing. We are so happy.
Third in GT3 went to Kessel's 77 team, Claudio Schiavoni and Andrea Piccini. Pier Giuseppe Perrettini and Marco Ciocci second for AF Corsa. Sergio Pinazzola and Giacomo Piccini the winners yet again in the number 8 Kessel Racing car. And as a result of winning the GT3 title race, Kessel Racing have an invitation to the 2019 24 Hours of Le Mans in the GTE AM class. They finished first and third, 51 Spirit Race Ferrari just hanging on to second in the season's standings. Our champions were celebrated at the Parchal Conference Centre with a gala prize-giving ceremony. Esteban Jardaveur, the CEO of the FIA WEC and European Le Mans Series, handing out the trophies. A chance for the champions to celebrate and for everybody else to drown their sorrows. 2019 promises as much action and entertainment with the addition of Barcelona as round 4 of the championship. We'll see you then.